sa lahat, pinapaalam lang namin sa inyo na meron pong serbisyo ng pagsalin kung nais nyo pong marinig ang presentasyon sa Tagalog. Narito po ako si Roy at ang kasama ko pong si Jose na inyong mga tagasalin. Lumapit lang po sa lamesa sa likod para humingi ng device. Salamat po.
Thank you. And I'd like to kick off our full program today in celebration of the Admiral Kidd Park Playground grand opening with remarks from Mayor Rex Richardson.
Thank you. Good morning, Long Beach. It is an exciting day. Let's make more noise for this incredible playground. The kids are not paying attention to speeches right now. They're having too much fun. This playground is certainly kid certified. This morning there's a lot happening. I'm not dressed for a playground today because we'll be out continuing the preparation for Hurricane Hillary. And so, our city manager may be joining us a little bit late. He's on an emergency call. But we didn't want to interrupt this important day because this community has waited far too long to restore this playground. This, at the groundbreaking, I kind of named this playground the Phoenix Playground because we all know the story. We know that this community suffered a tragic loss back in 2021 when a fire impacted the playground, and so young people didn't have access to a playground here in this neighborhood. And it's been an incredible priority, but we are proud of the resilient spirit of this community and the real sense of partnership, the spirit of partnership in Long Beach, that we're all able to come together and restore this incredible playground so it comes back better than ever. So let's hear it for everyone involved now that children can finally come back and play in a safe and fun environment. I want to express my deepest gratitude to the Department of Public Works, Park Recreation and Marine, who worked diligently to make this project happen. We also want to acknowledge all the city staff and consultants who worked hard to design a really fun, really cool playground with shade structures and an iconic theme. It's got a zip line, it's got friendship swings and more. I also want to thank Partners of Parks. So all these lime green shirts, they're making themselves known, and they should today. Let's hear it for Partners of Parks, who really led the effort, the fundraising campaign, to really close the gap and make sure we can deliver this playground. Also with us today is Marathon Petroleum Foundation. Let's hear it from Marathon. Amazon is here with us. The Port of Long Beach is a partner here. Let's hear it for the Port. And all of those who stepped up and participated to make sure that this could happen. This new playground is incredible. It's going to provide children of this community with a place to run and place to play for many, many years to come, especially as it serves as one of the many gold medal refresh. The gold medal refresh. These are all of the playgrounds and parks that would be updating over the next 5 years as a part of our Elevate 28 plan to ensure our entire community feels proud and inspired when we open up our doors and showcase our city to the world for the 2028 Olympics. And so the future investments here and in all of our parks across our city will make sure that we cultivate imagination and creativity and the next generation of athletes. But first, we should just acknowledge how important this is and for our West Side community. And we are really proud just to welcome everybody back to Admiral Kidd Park for this great playground. And so at this point, I would like to bring up the leader here on the west side of Long Beach, a champion for this project who's worked tirelessly to make sure that we all remain focused and get this playground delivered to our community. So I want to introduce up our 7th District Council member, Roberto Uranga.
Thank you, Mayor. And yes, this is the Phoenix. All rise. Anyway, when I first heard the word that the fire had destroyed our wonderful playground, my heart was broken. I said, what are we gonna do? We can't let it stay like this. We need to do something. So I put out a clarion call, and you answered. The community answered. Marathon answered. Partners of Parks answered. And you all came through. Port Long Beach answered. You all came through with your generous donations to make the park bigger, better, more beautiful, and more useful than it ever was before. And you did it in less in about a year. You did it in 1 year. You actually did it a little less, but it took a year to get the grand opening, to do the ribbon cutting, and where we're at today. So I'm very pleased that we're able to do that. There's a few people that I, of course, want to thank, and those are our Port of Long Beach, Mario Cordero, Director, Mario Lotal, Vice President, our partners in the private sector, Marathon Oil, Partners to Parks as well as our staff, Parks and Recreation, our Public Works people, Eric Lopez, Eric Estrada, Chippies. Anyway, so without their help, we wouldn't have been here today. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do this without their help, your help, the help of the community, the help of the people who said, we need to get this park done, we have to get it replaced, our kids need it. It is a gem and a jewel for the West Side. As you see here, I grew up in Santa Fe Springs, Santa Fe High School, and they have a park down the street. They have a state-of-the-art playground, but not like this one, I'll tell you. Not with the shades, not with the flooring, not with everything that we have here. This is state-of-the-art parks and recreation facility. So give yourselves a hand for bringing this here today. And again, I want to thank our sponsors for bringing us here. And now I want to bring up the man with two first names, Brett Dennis, who is our Parks and Recreation Director, to say a few words about the park. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilman. So, hey, welcome back to Admiral Kidd Park. I remember, as the mayor said, back in 2021, tragedy, hit this beautiful park. And a few days after the fire, which really just melded down a beautiful play space that was important to kids and young families, I came out and I talked to our recreation team, because we have Be Safe program site here and after school, a lot of really essential programs. And I said, well, where are all the kids? Where are all the kids that are always coming to this park to have fun, to make friendships, to develop social skills? And they said, well, we don't have a playground. And I thought, well, where are these kids then? What are they doing if they're not coming here for a positive experience? So for that reason, the whole community came together. And as the mayor and the councilman said, having a supportive partner like Partners of Parks is so important for an urban park system like Long Beach's. So our Parks, Recreation, Marine, and Animal Care Services team embraced that partnership, and I do want to really give them a huge shout out. They raised, I think, nearly $500,000 to help, let's hear that, to purchase and provide for our Public Works team all of this wonderful equipment. This is probably one of our best examples of a universally accessible playground. When you watch the fun that the kids and families are having, it's so interactive and it's so accessible, and this sets a new standard. So whether you like to say, as a phoenix rising from the ashes, it's kind of a clever thing, but in Admiral Kidd, especially on this day, we have great reasons to celebrate. So again, I want to thank our colleagues, within our team, Nancy Villasenor, who leads our park planning and partnerships team, and Hurley Owens, and in particular Raul Martinez Jr. They had a really important role in helping manage and communicate, keep the construction site safe, but also they deserve a great shout out for all their great work. So it's also wonderful, and I had to, if you're familiar with the Brown Act, I had to let our park commissioners know that we have a majority of them here today, which is really kind of cool. But Chairman Bob Livingston and Vice Chair Susan Redfield, they do a great job leading our commission. We just met this past Thursday. They meet every month, but they help shape and craft policies. They're very supportive of all the initiatives that help make Long Beach such a beautiful place to call home and to raise a family, go to school, work, and just enjoy life. So I really do believe from my heart that parks help build community. And A great example is all around us. So when you come here and you get to know your friends better, you get to know your classmates better, and just make new friendships, that's what parks are all about. So parks do make Long Beach, and parks make life better. So I want to introduce a key person with our partnership with Public Works, and Josh Hickman is going to take it from here. So Josh, there he is right here. Welcome.
All right, good morning, everybody. Really excited and honored to be here. This is such a great project, and in Public Works, we manage all of the capital projects. We have a team of folks that come in and really help deliver the projects from a construction, planning, and ultimately wrapping everything up standpoint. So we have a few of those members here today. I know Mickey, Renee are both here, so I wanted to thank them. We also have a whole host of other members on the team, Charlene, Marilyn, and then we've got the design team folks as well that would like to send a thank you out. Projects like this can often take quite a bit of time to deliver and make it through that planning, design, construction process. But as the councilman had noted, we did work hard to get this project done expeditiously and get it open as fast as we could. So we're excited to be able to do that. Measure A was a big contributor to this project and was able to provide about $1 million in funding for the project at large. And here we are. So excited to be here, excited to be opening this nice new facility. And before we turn it over to hear words from the sponsors and partners, we'd like to take a brief intermission in the programming and present the Jewel Box Children's Theater Company. And I'd like to bring Sandy and Nava up to the stage. Perfect.
Hi, we're representing Jewel Box Children's Theater Company, and we're going to play a few songs for you.
The first song that we'll be singing today is Long Beach by the Sea. Long Beach by the sea, there Virginia waits for me. How her eyes with love light beam, a queen among 1,000 queens, and where the breakers splash and break, every day is a holiday, lights one loving melody in Long Beach by the sea. Long Beach by the sea, there Virginia waits for me. How her eyes with love light beam, a queen among 1,000 queens, and where the breakers splash and break, every day's a holiday, lights my loving melody in Long Beach by the sea. Long Beach by the sea, Long Beach by the sea. Thank you. The next song we'll be performing today is Blue Skies. 5, 6, 7, 8. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shine so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurry by when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on, from now on, from now on. Thank you for having us. We are Jewelbox Children's Theater Company, and in fact, we're actually right across the street, actually. Thank you.
Thank you to Jewelbox. That was amazing. Hi, everyone. My name is Trinka Rousel. I'm Executive Director of Partners of Parks. Thank you so much for coming out today for this milestone day. Partners of Parks is a nonprofit founded in 1985 by three well-meaning individuals who wanted to protect parks and open space. And here we are, nearly 40 years later. And I just wanted to say, as a parent, and specifically as a mom of three kids, I am uniquely positioned to understand the sanity-saving benefits of a playground. Really, so to know that we were coming out of COVID, the city had just opened like a month. The city was open for a month when this playground burned down. And so when the director came to us, and then, so I'm fortunate to have a personal connection to why playgrounds are important. And then when the director came to our board meeting the next day and said, Admiral Kidd burned down, and the city manager would like to see if you guys can launch a campaign. And I was like, wow, and I'm uniquely in a position to help raise the money for that. So how lucky am I that I get to be part of this? So thank you to the amazing sponsors for bringing this playground to life and building it back significantly better than it was before. Thank you. But Partners Parks not only helped raise the funds, but we're also a donor. We donated $10,000 to kick off the project. So I wanted to just point that out as well. So we put money in. That's what we're here for. We're here to raise money for gaps and unmet funding needs in parks and park programs. And so we're grateful to do that. And excited to see everyone here today. Please check out the signs and all the donors along the donor brick walkway. And if you're feeling like you've got a little FOMO because you're not on the brick walkway, stop by our table because we have a QR code and we have an opportunity for you to have your own brick on the walkway. So thank you to everybody for coming today. For my sponsors, I have gifts for you, framed sponsor gifts over on the table. And I'd like to hand it off to our next speaker, CP Patsatsis from Marathon Petroleum's LA Refinery. Thank you.
Thank you. Great. Well, I should pronounce my name right, so that's a major win for me. Hey, I'm gonna. Today is the day for the kids, right? So I'm just going to be very, very brief. We're honored and privileged on behalf of Marathon to be part of this project. Just seeing the kids smile, run, and just be carefree is amazing feeling. So on behalf of all my staff, on behalf of all the incredible people that made this happen. Last time we were here, we just renderings of what it would look like. There was some equipment, but to see it alive is truly remarkable. So really appreciate the opportunity to be part of this project. I appreciate the opportunity to be part of the community, and we'll certainly continue to support this community. Amazing community, amazing people. Thank you very much. Privileged to introduce Marie. Marie's with Amazon and key sponsor for making all this happen. So a big round of applause for Marie.
Thank you, CP. It takes a village to raise the next generation of Long Beach children, and Amazon is so proud to be a part of the village that made this park happen today. As the mayor and the council member and Trinka all mentioned, it was quite a unique time in the city when this park burned down, and so we were so proud to answer the call to build this playground back and build it back better and create universally accessible spaces and musical spaces. And I think we can all tell here today just how much the community and the children of Long Beach love it. So thank you all to my partners, and so proud to also introduce Mario Cordero from the Port of Long Beach. Amazon loves Long Beach and the Port of Long Beach, so thank you.
Well, thank you, and we definitely have an Amazon state of mind. You know, it's been well said in terms of why we're here, and this is the reason. And while you referenced it's for the kids, when I was sitting there listening to this, I was going back and thinking when I was a kid, you know, the parks and how great it was to go there and have fun. And so it's an honor to be here. And as some of you may know, I had the pleasure of interviewing the mayor recently on Port Update, which incidentally you could see on the Port of Long Beach YouTube channel. And the mayor spoke about his vision for Long Beach and the port city, and how these partnerships are so important that we work together with regard to what we can do to further our community. So first of all, I want to thank the mayor for that vision and what he believes open space is so important to work with, and of course, Councilman from the District 7, which of course, the People's Council person in terms of what he has moved in this community in the 7th District. So you also may have heard the mayor recently talk about the West Side Promise. This is part of that West Side Promise. So I want to thank you, Mayor, for that vision, and as an example of a promise moving to action. And as has already been said a couple years ago, there was an unfortunate incident, but we are rebuilding. And the port is proud to participate, and in this case, with the landscaping, trees, and shrubbery, and we will continue to be a valuable partner working with the city, and the mayor, and the council person in terms of the oasis of the west side of what we're creating here and furthering the mayor's vision of the West Side Promise. So with that, I'll just conclude by saying that many of you heard me say for quite a while that for the port, the challenge is how we could benefit this cargo commerce movement here at the port, the nation's largest gateway, how that's a benefit for the many, not just a few. And this is an example how it's a benefit for the many. Safe parks, kids, and let's make the urban setting better than what some unfortunate headlines sometimes we need to deal with in our society today. But when we come here, it's nice to take a breath and smile and look at the next generation. So with that, I want to introduce Vice President of the Harbor Commission, Bonnie Lowenthal, who has the Amazon state of mind, and of course, we're lockstep in terms of what we need to do for the community. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mario, and I know I'm your last speaker, so I don't want to take a very long time. I do want to congratulate all of you who have been involved and mention one person who hasn't been mentioned is Tonya Reyes Uranga over there, because in back of me you can see a gorgeous park, which was her doing as a city council member when she got rid of the green monster. Remember that? And so we thank you for that. And Roberto, you remember that well, right? So the Urangas have just done a remarkable job here on the west side. The port, through community grants, could not directly build this playground, but what we did do is provide $462,000 for landscaping, irrigation, non-equipment, trees, bioswales, and stormwater retention. And I'm so proud to be a part of a commission that approved that grant for Admiral Kidd Park. And that's pretty much it. I think that's short and sweet. And one more thing, Partners of Parks. This is, as Brent Dennis mentioned, universally accessible playground. So what that means is that kids with abilities and kids with disabilities will all be able to enjoy this new playground. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much for your patience. That concludes the speaking portion of our program. May I please ask all the speakers to join behind me for a ceremonious ribbon cutting, and also for any kids with parents' permission, they're welcome to partake in the photo op. Thank you.